Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'm here wearing a red shirt. Anyway, this is gonna sound random, a random way to start off a show, but I'm against wheelchair fencing. I know everything should be inclusive to everyone, but I think wheelchair fencing is just dangerous. It should not be encouraged. We do not need a wheelchair fencing circuit, arena, whatever you want to call it. Um, we just don't need that. Um, it's I get wheelchair basketball, okay, but like, isn't wheelchair fencing crossing the line? I mean, just think about it. There's really not much to say. No, I don't know, cause I mean, I saw cause obviously I'm not thinking about this. Like, I used to fence when I was younger. I used to fence. I used to fence. I was a epee fencer. Um, so I'm not saying this for the sanctity of the sport. I'm not saying this as a epee purist, cause I'm not. It's just some sports, no matter how inclusive you make them, it's just, I don't know. There's just something wrong with it. The basics of fencing, the lunging, the repose, the the pretending you're a pirate. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't be bothered, but there's just something about wheelchair fencing that just really gets to me. But oh, wait. First off, look at it. I want you to look at wheelchair fencing, and then you tell me if it should be allowed. Okay, there you go. That'll solve that problem. Because once again, these are the whole purpose of this show. Of every show of the When I Have Spare Time podcast, every show there's been over 400 shows. The whole point is for it's entertainment purposes. Entertainment. You don't have to agree. You do not have to agree with my stance on wheelchair fencing. Okay? You do not have to agree. If you know someone who's in a wheelchair and fences, fully support this person. I'm not asking you to go against him or her. Go ahead, support him. I won't think any less of you. And guess what? You shouldn't care what I think about you anyway. You shouldn't care. But there's, I don't know. Like, some people have strong opinions on abortion, gun control, I, you know, immigration. I have strong thoughts on wheelchair fencing. I'm not saying you have to back my cause. You're more than welcome to go against my cause. Once again, that's what I'm telling you. If you know someone, have a friend, whatever, who's in a wheelchair and likes to fence, go support them 100%. But if you're on the fence and just don't know which way to lean on the topic of wheelchair fencing, I want you to look it up. Look it up. Okay? If there's a dojo near you, I want you to go in there. I want you to look at what happens. I want you to look at a wheelchair fencing match. And you tell me if you support this. Okay? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's better than the WNBA. But I'm just saying, it's wheelchair fencing. Are we what kind of a nation are we? Well, I guess the kind of nation that is okay with wheelchair fencing. It's how many times am I gonna take up a cause and be alone? Always alone in these causes, you know? I find I find something to back. I find something I have a strong opinion about, and no one's there. It's just me. But that's okay. I'm sticking to my guns, and once again, I will listen to you defend wheelchair fencing. I'm all ears, and I will. You can talk the whole time. I will not cut you off. I will listen to everything you have to say. Okay? If it'll make you feel better. I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm not gonna, but once again, you don't hurt me by telling me your thoughts on wheelchair fencing. You don't, like, it doesn't hurt me. Like, I want everyone to have a voice, speak their opinion. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna think any less of you or any more of you. If you like wheelchair fencing and you think it should exist, you support whatever, do it. Do it. More power to you. As long as, as long as you like it, go ahead. Go ahead. Not gonna stop you. Not gonna stop you. In fact, hell, like, I'm not even gonna stop. If I happen to come across a wheelchair fencing match, I'm not gonna stop them. I'm not gonna berate these people. I'm not gonna put the brakes on. Let people be. But like a politician, I'm saying from afar, I just don't think wheelchair fencing should be a thing. But then it's not like I'm gonna go to your backyard and stop you from having a match. I'm not like I'm gonna respect your private property. I don't know. It's this has to be a societal change. People need to, everyone's doing this cancel culture bullcrap. Something 12 years ago that pissed someone off, right? I guess not. Think about this. You tell me after watching a wheelchair fencing match that you're okay with this. Where's PETA? PETA has crap to say about everything. They don't have an opinion on this? Really? Surprise. What about BLM? You think they'd be speaking up? But no, they're busy buying $1 million homes. Makes no sense. Like, everyone is focused on just the wrong thing these days. Yeah? Got the Kavanaugh case. So what? That doesn't affect you. But we got like this wheelchair fencing going on. Give me a break. Have you seen it? I don't know. You have to realize the things you do in America. Remember, we are American. Most of the people listening to this are American and live in America. And I think there's 2 chicks that live in Taiwan that listen to this, and that's, as far as I know, I guess that's it. Okay? People of the world look at the average American with all the crap going on, with all the malarkey that's going on in America right now. We got to do with wheelchair fencing too, huh? And like we need to change society and just make the people who are involved in wheelchair fencing and who support wheelchair fencing focus on other things, and it'll slowly go away. Now I'm not, and I know I talk about cancel culture. Obviously, this whole show is about cancel culture. I do something cancelable on every show. That's the gimmick. That's the gimmick of this show. Every show I say something that is giving a right cross to the face of cancel culture. That's why, but it's so I'm being a hypocrite. I'm canceling wheelchair fencing. Now, am I gonna actively, I'm not gonna go to a dojo and hold up a sign like protesting. I'm not gonna go to like a wheelchair fencing dojo and bring in their sign, and drop it in the middle of the rink, and go like, "I challenge your master." Like I'm not gonna do that because once again, I am a former epee fencer. Okay. I could walk into a dojo and challenge the highest ranking fencer there. I could. I could. My teacher was a Russian silver medalist. Okay? So, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Like the sanctity of the game is important. But, the private citizen has rights. The private citizen wants the wheelchair fence. Who am I to say you can't do it? Well, I'm not saying you can't do it. But I'm saying society should make it so you can't do it. You know? You don't see people, I don't know, walking around with, well, I guess you do see that, never mind. I was gonna say, you don't see people, walking around with sex dolls, do you? But then, like, you do, because you got people, like, marrying them and, like, taking pics with them at the park. It's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. Okay, well, you know what, then, sensibility has to start somewhere. Okay, so we're going to start with wheelchair fencing. We're going to make it socially acceptable to support wheelchair fencing, to participate in wheelchair fencing, to even talk about wheelchair fencing. I want it to be so bad that I actually get embarrassed by going, oh yeah, a couple of months ago I did a wheelchair fencing podcast. Ugh, shouldn't have done that. Hello? Anyone out there? Anyone else agree? If you can tell me that you actually watched a wheelchair fencing match, whether it be on TV, whether it be in person at a dojo, whatever, wherever you saw it, YouTube, okay, that's fine. Bitch, you do that. If you're telling me with a straight face, looking me in the eye, looking me face to face, and you tell me that you're okay with wheelchair fencing after seeing a match, I'm pounding you that after seeing a match, if you can tell me that you're okay with it, well then, you're more crazy than me. I don't know what the world's coming to. You know? Look what's going on in other states. You see the riots. Another accidental police shooting. But what's on my mind right now? Wheelchair fencing. There's riots going on. But I'm taking the time to talk about real issues like this. Don't let other things distract you from what's important. You have a belief system. You're gonna let mainstream media distract you with a riot here, a news trial here, of whatever, racism, voting rights. No. Those are distractions. They really are. They really are. You can't trust the media when it comes to this stuff. Why is this a story? I mean, not just in general. Anytime you hear a story from the mainstream media, you gotta think to yourself, why is this a story? Okay? And then think back to this. Why does wheelchair fencing exist? And that's why. Because it's a distraction from what's really important. Okay? You're being distracted from important issues because of the media. Okay? As a country, we need to wake up. Okay? Forget about these topics. Forget about abortion. Forget about gun rights. Forget about court trials that don't have anything to do with you. We have people mad. We have people on the edge of their seat. We have people emotionally involved in other people's lives because it's just on TV and Like, what does this court case have to do with you? I'm talking about all of them. All there's like so many cases right now, so I don't even know where to start. Oh wait, I do know where to start. Wheelchair fencing. That's why I'm talking about it. Okay, turn off the distractions. Let's talk about real issues. Okay, this abomination should not exist. I'm speaking as a fencer. Epee. Okay? I don't know, like we got everyone who wants to be labeled so they could be included in the victim Olympics. I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm oppressed, I'm a sad. Okay? Well, I'm a fencer. Epee. Okay? This wheelchair fencing has to stop. What are we gonna do about it? Okay? You're gonna go down to your local dojo. You're gonna tell them it stops. You're not gonna like touch anyone. You're not gonna hurt anyone. You're not gonna incite any violence. You're not gonna grab a saber off the wall. No. You're just gonna walk in there, say what you gotta say, and just walk up. Then like someone else does it. Then someone else does it. Then someone else does it. It's a domino effect. It will slowly become socially unacceptable to be associated with wheelchair fencing. Okay? Unless you're going to be distracted about all these other issues, or are you going to focus on the real thing? Wake up, people. Focus. Have a good one, y'all.